Now we move to the last question of the theoretical portion. So the last question goes something like this. Integrity is a value that empowers the human being. Justify with illustration. Now, this is again a very straightforward question which comes from the foundational values for civil services. What is this integrity? Now, integrity is a word which is derived from a Latin word. This Latin word is integritas. That's the word from which the word integrity has been derived. Integritas का मतलब होता है completeness or wholeness. So integrity refers to completeness or wholeness of moral character. Integrity is exhibited when you stick to set of principles or values and show unwavering, unflinching, uncompromising adherence to them. It means you are not going to give up on your value set, on your principles, moral principles which you believe in, the values which are dear to you. You are not going to give up them. Those things, even under coercion or even under persecution. So integrity is when you stick to your value set under all circumstances. That is what is integrity. Do you understand that? So this question goes something like this. Integrity is a value that empowers the human being. Justify with suitable examples. Right? Now look here. That integrity is doing the right thing under all circumstances. It means integrity is doing the right thing when nobody is watching. People often do the right thing when many people are watching. When you do the right thing when nobody is watching, that is when you have integrity. तो कुछ examples देते हैं हम कि जिससे integrity help करता है character building में. Because you see, when you have integrity, you stick to the value set, you develop loyalty towards the value, you develop reverence towards the value, you try to celebrate the moral values, and then you naturally progress towards human values, other human values like impartiality, love, kindness, compassion, etc. And thus your character and your personality flourishes because of integrity. Let me give you some examples where we can find some cases of integrity. So let me start with this man. I hope you people know him, Rahul Dravid. Now Rahul Dravid, you see that on some occasions this has happened that though he has not nicked the ball, but he was given out. So that's why, because he respects the decision of the umpire, he decided to walk. Similarly, you see, Rahul Dravid has also walked when he knew that he nicked the ball, but the umpire missed it. And in those days, there was nothing called sneakometer or hotspot technology, all those kind of things. Yet he decided to walk away. So it shows integrity in sports. Another example would be, think of T.N. Session, former Election Commissioner of India, Chief Election Commissioner of India. He ensured that the model code of conduct should be religiously and diligently followed without fail. It shows integrity in, you can say, administration. Think of another example. Think of this man, Lal Bahadur Shastri. इनकी भी एक इंटीग्रिटी की कहानी बहुत मशहूर है, where he decided to give up on the railway ministry. He was the railway minister because of a train accident. So he took the blame on himself that because of him the train accident has happened. He gave up his railway ministry, went on to become the second Prime Minister of India. Then think of, obviously, our own Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Well, again, what shall I say for this man? He is a man of integrity. He is the epitome of integrity. He is the synonym of integrity. How he worked in DRDO, how he worked in ISRO, how he handled the highest office of the land, it's all filled with integrity. Again, think of the Marshal of Indian Air Force or the former Chief of the Air Staff, Arjan Singh. He is also celebrated very widely in the defense circles, especially in Air Force. Arjun Singh played a pivotal role in the 1965 Indo-Pak War, and there also he showed a lot of integrity while he was fighting the war. Also, you can think of, like we discussed about this man, right? Armstrong Palmer. Armstrong Palmer. He is from Manipur. He is an IAS officer of the Manipur cadre, and you see that he is also known as the Miracle Man or People's Officer, because you see that he has built a 100-kilometer road which now connects Manipur to Nagaland and Assam. He has also played a pivotal role in connectivity with Mizoram. And all of this was made with public funding, crowdfunding. Even he went on to dedicate his own salary for this. So you can understand that how dedicated he was. Why integrity is important for a civil servant? Integrity is responsible for a civil servant because a person who lacks integrity is a misfit in the civil services, will not be able to contribute to nation building, will not be able to contribute to delivery of social justice, and also you see that he would be a kind of let's say poison in the system. It will also not help the bureaucracy to attain great heights. So that's why integrity becomes very important. So friends, on that note, I will close the discussion, and I will now take a look at the last set of questions before I open the floor again for your general questions, not related to particular questions. Arjun has asked, is there any tangible bridge between judiciary and bureaucracy? For an example, if police finds a person guilty, then the judiciary demands for the proof. What if the person is guilty and there is no proof? Well, you see that, Arjun, law functions like that. You have to take proofs before you come to the decision. Decisions cannot be based on apprehensions or pretensions. Rather, they should be based on facts, because then only the decision will be objective. कोई भी judge होता तो वही decision देते. इसके लिए वो proof मांगते हैं. But you see that if there are no proofs yet, there could be some techniques like the narco test or lie detector test. उसके through भी कुछ तो मिल जाएगा. Frida asks, sir, how can I balance my studies for GS4 so that I can justify my other subjects as well? Well, I always maintain that GS4 is the paper where you have to make the least investment and gives you the highest reward. बहुत predictable होता है, और predictable तब होता है जब आपने अच्छे से preparation की है, और current affairs का उतना ज़्यादा खेल नहीं है GS paper 4 में जितना 2 और 3 में है. तो इसलिए आप ऐसा कर सकते हैं that if you revise the things very regularly in an interval of say 2 months or so, suppose you are preparing for a year, and then in 2 months intervals, if you first read it once and then revise it every 20-25 days, just for 3 days, 4 days, I don't think that you'll face any problems. Dilshad says, a very powerful discussion. I have developed a new way of looking at GS4. Thank you, Dilshad. Mohit says, enriching. Nirman, waiting for next discussion. Lipu says, sir, how do you sum up this year's paper in one word? Is it tough? Now, yes. If I have to scale this paper on the scale of morality, I have to place it, then I would not say that this is very cakewalk, but at the same time, I would not say that it is extremely hard, but it is moderately difficult. Especially जो फर्स्ट वाला क्वेश्चन था, उसने टोन बिगाड़ दिया होगा बहुत सारे लोगों का, और उससे पैनिक कर गए होंगे. तो इसकी वजह से मैं इसको मॉडरेटली डिफिकल्ट बोलूंगा, बट डिफिकल्ट तो नहीं है, ये बहुत ज्यादा होता नहीं है अगर आपने अच्छे से प्रिपेयर किया. एंड इफ यू हैव डन द क्लासेस, देन यू माइट नॉट फेस एनी प्रॉब्लम विद दिस. थैंक यू सर. Okay. So this is a regular feed in my classes, right? Some example from the cricket. So friends, if I have to analyze this paper, I'll see that One is this paper is moderately hard. I not call it easy. No paper is easy, right? When it is civil services main exam. और अगर कोई बोलता है easy है, तो मतलब समझ लो उसके साथ कुछ problem है. Second is you see, I'll say that third unit, sixth unit, seventh unit, fifth unit का बोलबाला रहा. सेकेंड यूनिट और फोर्थ यूनिट से कुछ आ गया. फर्स्ट यूनिट से उतना कोई डायरेक्ट तो नहीं आया, बट आप यूज कर सकते हो इधर उधर. केस स्टडीज में हम देखते हैं कि क्या है हाल, वहां पे हो सकता है कुछ वहां से लिंकेज बन जाए.